It's the expert dating coach here, looking to teach you how to get that wonderful spring flower that we all love to wake up in the morning, and it opens up for the bees and the birds, and you come up and you smell that flower, and it smells so unordinarily Franchistic like Francesco. And now in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to get that flower, how to pluck that flower from the ground. So let's get into it. Never getting up a do, never going back dee, boop boop ba dee doo, doo doo da dee dee. This is my intro to my video intro, bo ba 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 boo beep beep, do do da do dee dee da, do do da do dee dee do. Gonna entertain your ass for the next whatever I choose to do, cause it sees fit. I don't do cause it sees fit. I want to do cause it sees fit. Oh oh ah, oh 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 ah ah, oh oh ah, oh 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 oh. So that's what makes me the best dating coach on the internet right now. Just the fact that I can do that. It's called free expression. It's called the $1 million mouthpiece. Keeping yourself talking. Blah, 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 blah. Bloop, bloop, blah, bloop, bleep, bloop, bloop, blah. And that's how you're going to entice somebody to come along with you and have a gay old time. Just the two of you on the streets, at the beach, in the bar, in a car, in a van, in a truck, down an alleyway. You might proceed. You never know. In a bathroom, on a roof, in a bush, out of an airplane. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But on this channel, we're talking about meeting women and how to also meet people and be a better communicator. But yes, that's maybe the more serious side of things. But then when you're out in a bar, in a club, and you're looking to maybe have an adventure in the night, it's kind of, you have to learn to just have fun. Have fun, enjoy the process. There is nothing but the process itself. You're not guaranteed results. You know, these are mindsets. These are frames of mind to come from. Learning about what are frames of mind, human nature, human psychology. Yes, these things are the educational side. There's an educational aspect to everything. There's a study side to everything, and there's a study side to this as well. But then there's the doing. There's the going out, having to walk through the fire. There's having to make mistakes. There's having to fail. There's public humiliation. It's also kind of just in your head. But that's something that we're afraid of. It's facing fears. It's overcoming insecurities. It's pushing your comfort zone. It's doing the thing that is challenging, not trying to stick to your comfort zone and doing the thing that's easy. It's a never-ending process. It's something that you could dedicate decades of your life to, and it would never be easy the next time that you go out. It's another game. It's another day. Can you repeat the process from the last day? It's about managing your time, managing a schedule, making a process for yourself that you can stick to, having processes, habits, and routines. There's a process to everything. So can you make that process enjoyable for yourself so that you enjoy the process for itself? And then the results, when they come, are just the icing on the cake. It's the foam. You have the beer and then the foam at the top. Those are the rewards. All that beer, that is the work that you had to put in for that little bit of foam. And that's how this is too. That's how this is. It's also having standards for yourself, and maybe you don't have standards for yourself. So the results are going to vary there too. Am I promising that you're going to meet celebrities or porn actresses or people in magazines? Well, that's something that you can work towards doing, but nothing is guaranteed. Today is not even guaranteed. So anything that you get every day that you have is to be appreciated, is to have gratitude for. But you don't need to be with someone in a magazine or a celebrity. Maybe you want that for the social status or for the recognition or for the validation from others. But you can go out and you can meet people and you can have great times with the people that you meet around in your city, and it's going to be an amazing experience for you regardless. Now, I tried to not be vulgar, but I think you get my point. And if you don't, then hop on a 30-minute strategy call where we can actually talk unfiltered. Like, I can't maybe say certain things that I could say on YouTube, or if you went out and took a boot camp with me, where we go into the field, we go into bars, we go into clubs, we go talk to women. I show you that process, what it looks like, demonstrations, and we give you the skills so that you can go out on your way and continue your journey. And so you don't have to learn from the very beginning. You can learn from somebody like myself who's been doing it for 13 years and can just implant in you the lessons that I learned at the end of that, where I am now in that journey at the end of 13 years. It's much different than it was when I was first getting into this. When you first get into this, you might think it's about the pickup lines. It's about the lines you say. It's about having the perfect answer to everything that the person gives you. If you want to learn to be natural, if you want to learn to build core confidence and learn the behaviors that are going to get you the kind of results that you want in life and with women, then you go up and you start making attempts. You're not looking for the perfect line. You're not overthinking it. You're putting yourself through the fire. You're willing to fail. You're willing to fuck up. You realize that actually is how you learn, and that's what makes you better. Your ability to handle the rejection, keep yourself in a good state of mind, and then go into the next interaction fresh and like a blank slate, and you don't carry that baggage from the last interaction into the next one. That is a skill set. You learn that from getting out there and making attempts, taking massive amounts of action. And you're not studying and thinking that you're going to read a book or learn a line or get a program or even listen to me. Although what I'm telling you is also going to help you in your journey. Now knowing what it takes to build a skill set in this area, it's like skateboarding, is another thing that I used to do for over a decade. Socializing is no different. A social skill is no different. Being a high-level communicator, there's levels to everything. This is something that you could continue to develop indefinitely. It will never stop. You can always reach another level. You can always be smarter. You can always read more, educate yourself more, get more experience, put yourself in situations that are unfamiliar to you, continuing to challenge yourself, continuing to get yourself out of your comfort zone. You're always looking for that other level. You're not sticking to your comfort zone. So the challenges are always going to be there. They say the challenges never go away. You just get new challenges. The problems never go away. You just get new problems. It never stops though. And then at the end of your journey, when you're 80 years old, it's like you look back, what did I accomplish? And then your life ends. So why are you worried about failure? That's something in skateboarding. I know I would see people that didn't want to go out and skateboard at the skate park because they were worried even in that about the perceptions of others. They were worried to fall down. I would hear people say, "Oh, I don't want to skateboard. I don't want to fall down. I don't want to fall down in front of somebody." Well, it's the same thing with dating. You go out, you're going to fall down. You're going to get rejected. You're not going to look cool. You're going to have to face the reality, and that might be conflicting to your own personal belief about who you are. But then you start valuing reality more than your own ego and the person that you tell yourself you are. You have to go face reality and see, oh no, I get rejected like anyone else. All the girls don't like me. But then so you're not good with girls. This isn't a pursuit in how to get good with girls. This is a pursuit in how to get good with yourself. I'm not good with girls. I'm just good at making myself go do the thing and putting myself in front of enough opportunities and not quitting and being persistent and not giving up on myself. That's what I'm good at. Not giving up on myself, focusing on what's within my control, talking. That's a skill set, continuously talking. How do you do that? Freeing up those judgments and worries inside of your mind and just start spewing words. Just start talking about whatever you're into. Taking the pressure on, putting the pressure on, taking the pressure off. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I gotta go in a second. Blah blah blah, blue blah blah, blue blue blah blah blue blah blah, blah 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 blue blue blah 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 blue blah 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 blah. Next, and that's what you do. You just do what I just did right there. Can you do that? Can you even do that? Or are you afraid? Are you afraid to be silly? Are you afraid to let loose? These are ways that you can challenge yourself. These are the skills that you are developing. You're not getting good with women. You're learning how to be a better orator. You're learning how to speak better, communicate better, let loose, let go of the outcome, but yet still having that killer instinct to go for the close. You're moving things forward. You are moving things forward. You're not waiting for somebody else to do something. You're not waiting for life to happen to you. You're going out and making things happen for yourself. You are putting out your energy. You are trying to get the result that you want to get, and you're not focusing on somebody else making that happen for you. These are the skills that you're learning. These are the skills that you're learning. Do you realize? Do you realize, brother? Now, I also am just a human being, man. You may have thought or think that I'm just this, maybe someone that's doing something that you can't do, right? Me, because I'm here on a video talking. You're like, how can I talk like that guy? That guy is good looking. He's like a Chad. Like I had some comments say to me. That's ridiculous. Why are we comparing ourselves to other men? This pursuit is about work ethic. There is no excuses. Maybe you think I'm a Chad. Somebody else thinks I'm a bridge troll. It's all perception. It's subjective. So you don't focus on somebody else. The grass is always greener on the other side. You're not comparing yourself to somebody else. You're putting yourself out there. You're focusing on what's within your control. You're loving yourself, man. You're loving yourself. You respect yourself. These are the skills you're developing. Developing self-respect, self-control, self-discipline, work ethic, self-confidence, self-esteem. You esteem yourself. You're not looking at somebody else and thinking, no, that guy is better than me. That guy deserves it. These guys are different. I am somehow below them. I somehow have some disadvantage that is stopping me from getting the result. No. You just don't have the knowledge. You don't have the education. You just don't have a strategy. You didn't have someone to give you permission. So now you're learning to give yourself permission. You are being your own authority in your own life. That is what you are doing. You are your own authority. You give yourself permission. I give myself permission to go and take the opportunities that present themselves to me in this life, this one life that you have. And when it's done, it's done. We don't know what happens. This is all you have. And are you going to back down and commit suicide? Why would you commit suicide? If you are willing to commit suicide, go out and just start talking to girls. Realize, I'm telling you, that you can cultivate skills in any area that you want to cultivate skills in. Are you being picked on? Are you being bullied? Go learn how to fight. Get to the gym. Get stronger. You can do it too. You can build muscle. Self-discipline. Consistency. Waking up, doing the thing again and again in the face of resistance, which is always going to be there. You're always going to feel resistance. You can read about it in the book, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. The resistance is always there for anyone that is trying to do something with their life where they have to be consistent. They have to challenge themselves. It's challenging. Who wants to do something challenging? I just want to sit down and have everything come to me, but that's not reality. So you go out and you make things happen, but that's empowering to realize that you have the control to get out there and make something happen for yourself. You don't have to wait for it to happen to you. You can leave your house right now. You can just start going chatting to girls that you meet on the street, or when you're at the coffee shop, or when you're inside the supermarket. But guess what? It's not easy. There's going to be resistance. You're going to start making up excuses. You're going to tell yourself, oh, you'll do it some other time. Or you're going to have a lot of anxiousness and anxiety and fear and worries. And all these things are going to stop you from taking action too. So that's the challenge. And then what do? You develop self-control and you make yourself do it anyways. And that's how the learning process happens. And then the person that's willing to go out there and fail and take shot after shot after shot, you're going to get better at this. It's already in you. It's already natural. But then there's also all this plethora of other things that you can also take control over that are going to increase your results. And then the joy is in the process. The joy is the challenge that it gives you. Just seeing a beautiful woman and being able to walk up to her and go talk to her. That, you just appreciate that. Nothing is guaranteed. You can't control somebody else. So at the end of the day, you focus on what's within your control. And you take joy in just going up and making the attempt and learning to cultivate a better skill set of being able to talk and convey your personality. You're learning to talk. You're learning to convey your personality. You're learning to free flow and express yourself. And then you also are moving it forward and realizing the differences in how a man is supposed to approach the mating dance and how a woman approaches it, and realize that it's your responsibility to move it forward. It's your responsibility to be comfortable with what's going on. Then that's the inner game aspect. Then you start realizing, oh shit, maybe I'm the uncomfortable one. I'm the one that has weird beliefs around women and dating and sex and whatever else it may be. Where you're preventing yourself, you're holding yourself back, you're preventing yourself from going and having the life that you want to live. Then you learn stuff about success barriers and self-sabotage. And then you're realizing, man, maybe I have a lot of these patterns in my own life. And those come from many different places. Conditioning from many different places. Could have been from your upbringing, could have been from the media, whatever it's from, it doesn't matter. You don't make excuses. You are no different than anybody else. Somebody else maybe had more advantages growing up on the back end, but no matter where you're at, you're starting from wherever you're at. You don't compare yourself to somebody else. You are only comparing yourself to yourself. You are just looking at how you can challenge yourself today, how you can put that work in today for yourself and be a little bit better than you were the day before. Which, if you're taking action, you're a little bit better. When you decide to go and approach that woman and you take action in that moment, you change in a moment, in one moment, when you're faced with that decision to either take action or not take action and succumb to the insecurities, the fears, the self-doubt, the resistance. You stay the same. When you succumb to that, you stay the same. But when you take action, in that instance, you change as a person. And then you do that again and again and again. You become more courageous. It doesn't matter how good looking you are. That person, no matter who they are, they still have to go up and make the attempt. They still have to go speak. Maybe it takes one guy 10 approaches and he meets a girl that he's actually into and that they connect, and then they end up maybe having some romantic experience together. But then maybe it takes you 100, or maybe it takes you 1,000. It doesn't matter. It takes whatever it takes. But by working with somebody too, that can also help you to understand this better and having a process and seeing what that looks like. And then now it's up to you to go put in the work. But that's why having coaches, having mentors, learning from others, educating yourself in the different areas that can give you a better understanding about yourself and about human nature, but then ultimately getting out there and taking the action even if you don't know what to do. That's what you're getting better at. You're getting better at handling uncertainty. You're getting better at problem solving in the moment, handling challenges when you don't have the answers. You're not always going to have the answers. When you're in the field, it's about now coming up with things off the top of your head. You're going to start seeing patterns. You're going to start maybe remembering things that worked for you in the past. But a lot of it's just about persistence, sticking in, but also being willing to leave, also being willing to go make a lot of connections, keeping yourself in a positive state of mind and continuing to take action. These are the types of skills that you're learning. And this is what this game is. It's dynamic. It's never the same. It's chaotic. You leave your house, you're in the bar, you're in the club. It's chaos. It's unpredictable. This is what you have to get better at. You're getting better with social pressure. You're getting better with pressure in general. Social pressure. It's chaotic, but the one thing that is constant is you. You are the only constant, and that is the thing that you focus on. You and your actions and what's within your control, and that's what you do. And then you don't stop, and you commit yourself to this process. You're going out on a regular basis. You're managing all aspects of your life so that you can be consistent, so that you can also sustain this lifestyle. That means getting the proper sleep, getting the proper nutrition. If you want to get results in this area, you're focusing on all areas, because all of these areas are going to increase your odds that much more. But that's all it is, odds too. It's a lot of it's odds, but you got to get out there and still take action. Luck is when opportunity meets hard work. So just getting out there alone is going to increase your odds. But then you got to commit to this. How long are you willing to commit to this? Maybe you want to forever be single and be a player your whole life. Maybe you want to have kids. Maybe you want to get a wife, whatever it is. Whatever you're starting, you want to commit to this for maybe 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is. And just do it as a thing, like tennis or any kind of a skill that someone might go to the gym and work out. Your workout is you're getting to the bars and to the clubs and making yourself speak. You articulate yourself. How to continue to talk. That is a muscle. It's a muscle. Your brain's going to be going, oh, I'm tired. Let's go home. I can't handle this. You got to get to a point where you can stick it out there for maybe 4 hours. I'm out for like 6 hours in a day, sometimes or longer. I can do this every single day because it's fun. I enjoy it. But then, yes, you have to make money. You have to also focus on your health. There's other areas of life that are also important and that also can be meaningful and give you a sense of fulfillment. And this is one aspect, but you can dedicate to yourself to this just like anything else. It's a part of your life. When you're out going shopping or going to do your banking or whatever it may be, you see a cute girl, you can go up to her and you can go talk to her and you can make the attempt and see where things go. It's an amazing skill set. But again, in the beginning, your idea of things is going to be different than when you've done it for over a decade, right? I dedicated myself to this because I love it. And this pursuit is a place where you can grow as a person too, and learn a lot of skill sets that will help you in all other areas of your life, whether it's business, making money, your relationships in general, every aspect of life. This can increase your outcomes. So I'll leave it at that. Get on that 30-minute phone call. It's free, and I'm just going to strategize with you and just show you the value that I can offer you. Again, I'm just a person like anybody else. But I went out there and I applied myself for over a decade. So you can do it too. But then you also have to take on better belief systems and realize that this is something that you can take control of as well. And there's a lot of other factors like I explained in this video, right? So it is as simple as just go up and talk to the girl and then do it again and again and again and keep yourself in a positive state of mind and don't get down on yourself and don't give up and commit yourself for day after day or even a certain amount of times a week for maybe years of your life. And challenging yourself and putting yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable and doing things when you don't have the answers, being willing to move things forward and taking rejection and having control of your emotional well-being and your actions and persisting in the face of the fact that maybe this will never work for you and you will never get results. But you will if you have the privilege of getting to live long enough to require the skill set necessary. You're not going to have all the answers. I can give you experiences and I can give you a lot of different kinds of strategies and processes and routines and ways and that you will get results eventually if you do listen to me, if you actually listen and you're willing to take the feedback and you're willing to listen to others even and just learn from others and then just commit yourself and persist and just put in the hours and focus on the time that you're putting in and being consistent and just be consistent in all aspects of your life. Be disciplined. Just be disciplined. Just be disciplined. Just be willing to learn from others and see the value in that and educate yourself and take responsibility for your own results as well and realize that nobody else is going to do it for you. I'm here as a coach, somebody to give you feedback. Yes, that can help you, but ultimately you got to get out there and help yourself. No one's there to push you to do what you got to do. Whatever you're doing in private, that's going to show. The fruits of your actions will be known. What are you doing in private? What are you doing when nobody else is watching? Those are the things what could be separating you from no results and getting results. And then getting out there and taking action and persisting in the face of zero results that you may be getting. But the thing is, when you know what to focus on, every single time you go out, you're learning and you're growing every time. Just like they found out in neuroscience, a lot of the learning doesn't happen until you go to sleep. So you don't really see any of those results, maybe until the next day. And sometimes when you take a lot of action, you're getting lessons that aren't even registering, that might not even register for months down the road. You might look back at text messages from months down the road from a whole different lens because you're constantly growing. You're constantly learning. You're getting a ton of experience, which is giving you feedback, which is what you're learning from. So you're willing to test, you're willing to fail, And that's never going to stop. A boxer doesn't get into a fight and expect not to get hit, but they have coaches too. Everybody has coaches. Everybody has mentors. Learn from me as just another guy that can relate to you as a peer to peer. But a guy that's already been doing it for a decade, that's reality. Reality isn't the marketing and these things. I have a service. Yes, I'm trying to give free value on these videos. I don't need anything from you. I do these videos because I want to. But then yes, I also offer a service. Yes, I think that I can help you and we can take things further and I can cater my teachings to you specifically and where you're at on your journey. And yes, that is of value. Yes, you will get a lot better if you have people that you can consult with, like someone like myself or somebody even just to be there that will support you because of course you're supporting them. It's a win-win. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Do it. Get me some more subscribers. I need subscribers. And until next time, peace out, my friends.